It's 2004, and a young, supple, not yet firm Shane Torres is flair bartending at a TGI Fridays now in Beaverton, Oregon, where Kyle Kinane now resides. Washington Square Mall, now it's a Land Rover dealership. Yes, Kyle, that was real. That's where your boy came of age. Shane's bartending with Paul, and Paul says, "I'm sorry, I can't cover your shifts this weekend. I have to go to the Gorge to see Dave Matthews Band." And I say, "What's the Gorge?" And he goes, "It's this beautiful place where there's music and a lot of beautiful scenery." And then I said, "I don't think so, because it's Dave Matthews Band." "Driver, what you say?" "I don't know. Let's just start the fucking show." Kyle's really pessimistic about this episode. And guess what, everyone? I'm wearing that crazy shirt that somebody said.
Oh, awesome. Do you?
I mean, I would have not.
Are you gonna crash into somebody? Are you gonna lift up your skirt and show your world to them?
Nice.
Hike up your skirt a little more and show your world to me. Crash into me.
Hey, is this song about fucking? I couldn't tell.
I thought it was about a horny car accident. All right, everybody. That's the music. That's the intro. Coming up right now, this is No Accounting for Taste with Kinane and Shane on the All Things Comedy Network. Wow.
Pal, you're good with words. You know that, man?
I think the gym is dumb.
Did Rachel walk in the room? Of course I'm eating a Baconator.
Man, if you ain't doing CrossFit, you can get crossed up.
You're right. A long burger's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
That's your sitcom right there as a Mr. Fix-It-All who just can't fix his heart.
We will not be defending Atlantic City.
No accounting for taste. If it's something that somebody loves, let's try and celebrate it instead of shitting on it. Are we back? We're back. And I'm glad that VPN is still a sponsor because I'm embarrassed to even have my search history show that I had to read about Dave Matthews Band.
Why do you hate it so much?
It upsets me sonically. It's like it's honestly, it's like a sonic weapon. It makes me sick. It's like MK Ultra for me. It's like what they developed to like undermine enemy forces. It's like a form of nonviolent riot control.
It's your brown note.
It is my brown note. Surprisingly, created by a soprano saxophone. Saxophone, the coolest instrument, but this one looks like a clarinet. Fuck you. And that's the one. It's not. That's a regular saxophone. You got to up the pitch.
What's an alto sax sound like?
That's who, like, if you see Bill Clinton play a saxophone, and that's already pushing it. They go one level up. A soprano sax, it looks like, it's like if a clarinet had a sore throat. That's what
I don't think it
like.
Sounds that bad. Just as an idea, the soprano sax?
It's the usage here adds to the suck of Dave Matthews'
Damn,
duck voice.
You sound like,
sorry, I forgot.
You really...
Yeah, that's super ugly.
It's Kenny G. It's a Kenny G saxophone.
That was a soprano?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Kenny G saxophone.
Do it one more time. It's what it sounds like when, like, a cartoon wakes up. You know, like out of bed. It's just kind of like, ah.
Yeah, this is the curtains opening, the sun shining.
I was like, mana. And now play the sax that Kyle likes.
Baritone sax.
That is 100% the guy waking up in a cartoon, opening the curtains, feeling great, then him getting in his car and being stuck behind a dump truck in commuter traffic the whole time. I don't hate this band, but it doesn't speak to me in any way. I feel like it's all broad strokes when people take it apart. Nobody's really getting into why they hate it that much outside of like, oh, they know the 4 songs or like whatever their 10 songs. They know the catalog that people was on radio.
I have to look at I don't like it. And I don't like it because it came, it's mid 90s. I'm trying my hardest to be little punk rock Kyle.
Oh,
this was the opposite of all of it. But I even I allowed, the thing is I secretly, as we covered in our pop country episode,
I know.
I had my dirty little secrets.
That's off Dave's third album, Dirty Little Secrets.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the name of a song.
I'll slap that hat off your head. Is it?
Yeah.
Probably. Even if you're lying, who knows?
Got a little secret. I don't.
Her little secret. I don't even know how he sings. I don't want to be able to do that. I think that's why it came out and it instantly did get affiliated with frat dudes at a time where I was the same age as frat dudes, and those guys here. Oh, I can pinpoint it. I can pinpoint why I hate Dave Matthews Band. My band. This is the one and only time we let our drummer book a show, and after this, we're like, absolutely not. He's like, I got us a gig, and it was all the way in Indiana. So we'd
By
like.
the way, the name of Kyle's band is the Grand Marquis.
That's not important. That's not.
They were at a reunion at the Beat Kitchen. I wish I'd seen it. Would have been fun.
It wasn't. It was. We had fun, but it was.
Yeah, I heard.
You forget at a live show, you don't get to start the song over 5 times because you fuck up. That's why practice was fun. Shows were never fun because we're like, oh, we suck. Practice, we're great. Practice, we nail it. The 5th or 6th time of trying it, we nail it.
That should be how every band does a live show that's like an amateur act.
That's what jam bands are the shit. It just sounds like they're practicing one song for 3 hours. But this is where
I get off this. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, we got booked. He's like, I got us a gig. It's at a frat house at like Purdue. So now we're going out on like if it was a Friday, it was traffic, or if it was Saturday, it was just like, oh shit, this is our Saturday night.
Yeah.
We get there and we load into like, I never even knew what a frat house looked like. Like just from movies and everything. I'd never been to one. And we
I don't think I've ever been to one either.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How?
There's not. I don't like those. I never liked those people, and I didn't party with them, and I had no reason to go to them.
Right.
Yeah.
Just where all the free alcohol.
College houses. Yeah, I'd been to college houses where it's like a bunch of people rented a house, and like the living room is the party room. Which, if that's the case, but not like a proper. This one had like a
Greek letters on the front kind of place. Yeah.
This place had a communal like dining gathering area, and that's where we set up to play. And as soon as we started, everybody emptied out.
Oh.
And one guy, classic, like shorts and flip flops, hung out till the first song ended, and then went, "Wow, you guys know any Dave Matthews Band?" And that's where it really hit as that's the bane of my existence.
Wait, why were you there?
Because the drummer booked us the gig.
But why did you get booked if they wanted Dave Matthews? I'm going to assume you're musical.
Because the drummer booked the gig. There's jokes about
no, I got drummers.
It. I get it.
You know who Charlene used to be? The drummer, but it's fine.
Yeah. You were the drummer?
I was the drummer.
And did
I
play percussion?
I didn't book any gigs.
You were in marching band? They didn't let you.
I was in marching band and other bands, but I don't know if they didn't let me. Why would I do any work if I didn't have to? I was doing the work of keeping the rhythm alive.
God.
Yeah. I mean, which marching band? Were you like in front of you playing your...
Oh, that's the tenors that you're talking about. Yes, I did play those.
The ones in front, or were you the big?
I did that too. That's the bass drum.
Yep.
Yeah. I did that
and
too.
And that's the noise the cartoon makes when he walks into the office after somebody sprayed water on him.
The monkey with the cymbals.
Oh.
I was so afraid to like try and even join marching band because they're just going to be like, fat kid, tuba, put it on your shoulder. Let's go.
But the tubas got to carry in all the liquor.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, the tubas carried in all the liquor because they had the biggest carrier. So they just put all the liquor in the opening.
Sounds like your marching band kicked ass.
Was this college or high school?
Both.
And so the tuba kid just got it. He just had like a boozy cornucopia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My cup runneth over.
Just blow it, like empty your spit valve out.
But that, okay.
You're from Georgia too, so marching bands are a big deal down there too.
Yeah, they're a huge deal.
They be marching. It's their favorite month.
Yeah.
March 18th at the Sultan Room in Brooklyn. That's
okay. This will come out after.
This will come out after. Should have been there, is what I meant to say.
But so that's my hatred stems from that. And I realize that maybe I need to relearn. Maybe I need to give them a second chance. I don't want to. I still have such a reaction if it comes on. I'll do XM radio, like 90s on 9 or whatever. If it comes on, it literally it looks like I'm trying to put out a fire, trying to change the channel. That's how quick I react to hearing Dave Matthews Band.
You know what is also weird about this is that like the one guy who stayed to watch your one song is the only person in the world who saw your set.
Oh, he didn't see our set. He saw one song. When we're like, we don't know any Dave Matthews Bands, he left.
Okay, well.
We just drove 2 hours to practice at a frat house on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's tough, buddy. Well, Dave Matthews seems to have a very different experience at his shows.
Yeah.
From what I read. Seems like you can't find space to sit down at one of his fucking things.
Nobody's asking Dave if he knows any Grand Marquis songs.
Yeah, you oughta. What if you were a huge influence on him?
Oh man. Hey, where did you? How do you even work in the soprano saxophone?
Play it again for me, Charlene. Give me a little flutter.
Oh, sorry.
What is that? That's just a hearing test.
I didn't mean to push it. It's the censor button.
That's the raise your hand if you can hear this tone.
Oh, that. But it's also like, I don't know, if someone was going to talk about weed or butt stuff.
I could still hear it. I had to do that hearing test in grade school, but there was also like another noise in the room. So I was like spazzing out over hearing sounds like, oh, this kid's all fucked up. Unfortunately, they retested me for that. I told you I had to get LASIK done twice because I squinted during the test and they corrected my vision to that.
No.
Yeah, I was doing like the lines, but in my head I'm like, oh,
on topic.
Listen, if it's funny and it relates to what I was saying, I'm going to say it. What are we going?
I'm not saying it's not funny. I am saying it does not relate.
I don't have anything positive to say about Dave Matthews Band, so I'm trying to fill the space with anything else entertaining.
I mean, there's a bit in, at least a line, Dave Matthews Band is like going in to get your vision corrected, and then they do it twice because you squinted. There's something.
It's just so, it just upsets me. Like, it's the least, I guess it is. I think about the fans. I think about like, dudes. Yeah. I think about hemp necklaces and date rape. That's what I think about when I think of Dave Matthews Band, and those are both terrible things.
My experience with him is none. So, like, my personal experience with him is like just the radio. I never owned a CD. Every person I knew had a CD of theirs. You know, like, it was one of those things that like that thing was everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. He's one of the top touring artists of the last 40 years.
So I kind of like
incredibly successful.
Yeah. And he does seem to be a decent person.
Well, if we want to jump to that, we can go quick through this episode. Put me out of my misery. we can talk about what a great guy Dave Matthews is.
Let's do that.
Violin player. They axed him for being a sex pest.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that's what they allegedly.
Well, so they did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's a good guy. You don't know who you're employing. Also, you don't think, violinist, he's going to be a perv.
We'll be right back after this commercial break from our sponsor, VPN. But before that, I would like to say, where are you going with your long face pulling down? Don't hide away like an ocean that you can't see, but you can smell. That you can't see, but you can smell. And the sound of the waves crash down. I'm no Superman. This reads like the beginning of Scrubs.
But you can't see, but you can smell. This is the song about sex.
I don't know. This is a different one. I don't know. It just said, where are you going? I thought it tied into the commercial break.
Old fiddle fingers down there playing your strings. You can't see it, but it sounds like somebody's eating a banana real loud.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Been looking up dirty stuff? Protect your online activity today with a VPN rated #1 by Business Insider. They're inside of your business. Visit our exclusive link, expressvpn.com/NAFT, and you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. Great deal. That's expressvpn.com/NAFT. expressvpn.com/NAFT. All right. I want this done. I want this over with.
Is this worse than Kardashians?
No, because I did read about it and like it. The bad is that the band makes music that you can hear on accident sometimes.
Yeah,
and it sucks. That's what's bad. And the bus thing is not even his fault. Remember, people that don't know, in Chicago, no less, one of his tour buses thought they could empty their septic tank. How long was your hand cramping up over the fart button, waiting for that to come up?
Just tickling away.
I was like, ooh, I know where he's going.
That guy in a wheelchair from Breaking Bad. Come to the
So stupid.
Somebody re-edit everything, but it's just a fart button for the guy that's in the wheelchair.
That is a viral TikTok. Sure.
Yeah, I got ideas. I'm not going to do them, but I'll give them.
You should get it done.
200 views.
Pom.
But so
all right, we have to be better than your average morning radio crew.
We're not.
But you know what? Average radio morning crews play a lot of. Why is there a drum roll?
You have to say Dave Matthews Band. That's a drum roll.
Yeah, it was
That's what you're supposed to say. You had a long time to know what to do after this.
Oh, and now I'm fucking it up.
Oh no, you suck.
Ooh, Charlene's got this morning DJ thing down.
Oh Christ!
Record
like it takes a lot.
You suck.
Gosh.
Charlene's nailing it.
Oh,
You got what's your horrible nickname, Charlene? For the producer of a morning radio, it's always got to be something like.
Oh right, it's always like Biff or something, isn't it? I feel like it's a real dude name.
They got aggro towards the end. You go to morning radio, like, yeah, this is Carney Dave, and that's the bitch. Like, oh, that's not even.
Oh boy.
Yeah, one of them was just like, that's the bitch, and she's like, hi. I'm like, I'm not gonna call you that.
No,
I'm gonna refrain from addressing you at all this morning.
Well, typically the the crew comes up with the nickname, not the person.
Should we call you Char Dog?
Char Dog?
Char Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Fart
Char
lean.
Dog. What do we got on the ones and twos, Char Dog?
I don't like it.
Stop that.
You don't like it. Oh, Char Dog doesn't like it.
We're supposed to be talking about the good things about Dave Matthews Band, of which there are some.
Well, I don't know why you hate our joy.
when the top.
That's exactly what a Dave Matthews Band fan would say to you.
Oh, God. Very true.
I don't know why you hate our joy. Play Ants Marching.
Look,
Okay.
Finding Kathy Brown is a travel blogger. Hop in my suitcase. I already don't like this woman. What fans of Dave Matthews Band understand. Lighthearted. Longtime Dave Matthews Band fans, myself included, can relate to many things. Maybe the way certain lyric hits our soul, an amphitheater memory, or a broken heart healed in a song. God damn it with these people.
I knew you were going to hate it so much.
These people think fucking ketchup is spicy.
I mean, if you'd open the
I will say
actual
this.
fan club email, you might have gotten better information.
I'm not. You signed me up for the fan club, Charlene.
I
and
thought
for
you'd
that,
want to be a fan.
I'm going
I will say,
I will
to
dox
argue-
you, Charlene.
To argue against this.
Post your address.
God damn it. Why do I want to get this one on track even? I don't know why.
Let's go to the voicemail.
A lot of hot mustard on the Char Dog this morning.
Well, we're already 24 minutes of fart noises into the Dave Matthews Band.
Which is what the concert sounds like to me.
I can't.
I'm sweating. I'm laughing so much.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's go to why he's a good guy.
All right. Charlene, I did read the article you found on why Seattle won't claim its biggest rock star, and it was actually really interesting.
It was a really interesting article.
And
it
well,
really was.
yeah.
And
It upset me even more. Yeah, it upset me even more because he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He really is. Dave Matthews is
Yeah.
a really good person.
Well,
Yeah.
when he talked about, when he drew the comparison of like all the like 90s grunge stuff and how it's all about like Seattle itself is this dark, rainy place, which,
Yeah.
kind of relates to the environment you're in now, Kyle. That it's
Yes.
just like, it produced art out of people that was about loneliness and depression and abuse. And Dave Matthews Band music is mostly about togetherness. So it really goes in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I see it as like if Sublime were Jehovah's Witnesses.
All right.
That's what Dave Matthews Band sounds like. Like it's like
Keep
Mormon
going.
Sublime. It's just cleaned up.
Yeah.
Because I guess I would think
I
that
see.
the music has influences from all over, and it's not. But like, and I'll stand by Sublime, and we could do an episode on that because I know that's a. I think the kids are coming back. I see Sublime shirts on like 17.
Yeah, I don't think kids that are wearing those shirts even listen to the music now. I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Or it's like we have to admit that like this is like when we were in high school and somebody had a Led Zeppelin shirt on. They like it, but the frat guy association with Sublime didn't ruin Sublime for me.
Yeah, but it is
Dave Matthews,
Sublime
yeah.
the good version of like this kind of music in some sense because it is all they're both typically bro-y, like
Yeah,
they looked and dressed the same. It's like there's just some more like SoCal vibe to the
Sublime
Sublimes.
had more like punk rock roots and stuff, and like
Yeah.
they were just they were dirtier. Like that's what I'm saying. This is like the
Can we maybe take it in this direction? Let me see if we can turn this into the positive for them.
please hit the fart button right now.
Oh, okay. Shit, sorry. I was on the wrong page.
I said, let's go in a positive direction, and you hit the Law and Order music. A 12-year-old boy has been raped and thrown into a dumpster. You know how, like, I'm trying to think of a way, like, certain cities have just these kind of, like, this is our energy, this is the kind of town we are.
Yeah.
And then something will pop out of it that's not, it doesn't really seem like it's from that town, but people get behind it anyways, like, just because they're like, yeah, I think that's how you have to take Dave Matthews Band. It's like, hey, they're kind of like our black sheep, but we love them anyway. It's like this. I'll put it this way.
Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
Why was that one so wet?
You had something important to say.
Char dog coming in with a little chili this morning.
Someone hit the 7-Eleven late last night.
I think that one's my favorite. It's fart number 6, by the way.
Oh, right after
I think we got
Mambo
the title
number
for the
5.
episode, Fart number 6. Mambo number 5 and Fart number 6.
Sorry, Shane. You had something important to say.
It certainly was not important. You ruined any momentum I was trying to build.
I'm sorry.
It was incredibly well timed. Yeah. Okay, Kyle, you're not a sports guy, but if you were going to root for a team, would it be the Cubs, like in baseball? Okay,
I know.
All right.
Yeah, you kind of like are going to get behind, which is why, to go off a jam band thing, there's a band called Humphreys McGee.
Oh, I know who they are. They're not for me. Not for me.
Okay, yeah, not for me. Chicago band that did this Chicago theme song.
Yeah.
That, much like the whole article, and it's a very good article. We should say where it's from.
Yeah.
But it's like this is the song that's about Chicago, and everybody is like, this might be the worst thing we've ever heard in our entire lives. It could, because they missed the whole, like, even as a jam band, I think even the fans were like, this is not a good song, guys.
Yeah. Also, a jam band theme song for a city, that's an undertaking. If you're going to, like, because most of the time
Chicago's not a jam band. Like, the Dead do great there, but it's not. Like, to take the city where, like, so much of the blues was born and, like, these rock roots and R&B, and you'd be like, you know what it's going to be? These fucking whining
like rich
honkers.
house music scenes and stuff have come out of there. Yeah.
It's like swing and a miss. So I could see why Seattle did not adopt Dave Matthews, but I could also see why mid-90s there wasn't as much awareness of global strife. Like, if you were in college in 1996, things were just gonna be fine. Yeah, dude. But which sounds like, the way I did it, it sounds like A View to a Kill by Duran Duran. Far better song.
I think one of the ways you can say this, it's like, there's two ways you can do this, like, and be pro Dave Matthews. It's like, look, I'm from Fort Worth, which is and it's right next to Dallas, and the Cowboys are one of the most hated franchises in all of sports. Mm-hmm. But if you're like, someone's like, oh, you're a Cowboys fan, you go, I'm actually from there. People are like, okay, I get it. So if you're from Seattle, you get a pass for liking Dave Matthews Band, 1, because you can do the ownership thing. Yeah. 2, and this is how the other way you take it. So if you were going to follow say you're not, if you were going to root for a team, it'd be the Cubs, right? So say the Cubs are playing a team and there's a real asshole on the other team and he plays dirty and you hate him just because it's fun to hate him, right? And then the next year the Cubs sign him and he plays the exact same way to every other team. It's kind of nice to have your own dickhead.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah. So, like, it's part. It's good to have your own bully. Like now he's our asshole. You know, like so. I get it in a regional sense, and that's where I'm going to try and keep it.
Well, I mean, that's in relation to Seattle. Like, but this article is from the Seattle Met. It is from 2018, December 2018. But it does list. It's a great biography of him, and didn't know he left. He grew up in South Africa during apartheid. He was on the winning team. Got out, moved to.
How come no fart noise there, Charlie?
But everything he did was just good. Like where it's they're saying here, like they needed to raise money. The KEXP radio station fundraised for their new Seattle Center studio. 3 big bands showed up with cash. It was Macklemore, it was Pearl Jam, of course. And then the program directors, it was Dave Matthews, and that channel didn't even play Dave Matthews Band. But he's like, "Oh, a Seattle station that needs money, you got it." And it's like, everything is he does so many charity events, does so many shows. Did one after the
march in Charlottesville,
Charlotte,
which is his adopted hometown.
He did one for the Standing Rock protesters. Mm-hmm. Like the guy's done nothing but great things. I really felt bad about how much shit I've talked on Dave Matthews.
Well, here's another.
Only did good things.
He's the most dad-like looking dude, you know, and the people who love him, that's what they're gonna look like. You know, they're gonna look like you're like this man. If you put Dave Matthews in a suit and tie, that is a reasonable haircut for the manager of an H&R Block. You know, like it's very like he looks like the people who like this is our getaway weekend. We're gonna like.
It
we
looks
have
like
he
does the spreadsheets after the show. He's like, I got a lot of people in the band. I got to keep this organized. He's got a very diverse band.
Yeah, and let's get to it on the. Musicianship level.
Yeah.
You want to try that word again?
Are you going to play a fart noise when I do?
Yeah.
No.
Musicianship.
He got it out. He beat you, Shardog.
Dang it.
Oh, do you not like that, Charlene? Think about how I like with this kitty cat shit at the end of every episode.
Meow. I had friends who like are studio musicians and stuff, and are just like they're such a technically good band, like in the sense of like what their ability allows them to do.
That's what blows me away is when music is so technically good and it still sucks. It's like here's the freshest ingredients. Yeah, amazing chefs, and I'm just like, I would like to have a Whopper, please. Like, I don't. I can sit there and say, I get it. It's not for me. Clearly, I'm in the wrong. The guy is one of the top selling acts of all time.
Yeah,
and you know, I don't know why. It like I said, I think I pinpointed that moment that it was the bane of everything.
We have real trauma associated to this.
In that, it was the bane of everything I was about. In the 90s. And now it's like, oh, this guy's great. I will still react the same way hearing a Dave Matthews Band song on the radio, but I'll be like, but good for him, you know.
Yeah. I think that's where we're gonna we'll take them in their decency. The Chicago. Should we get to do you want to read the Chicago River incident, Kyle, since it's your hometown?
It's not like I was saying it before. The bus. It wasn't even a bus he was on because clearly this guy is touring with multiple buses. The bus driver decided he could empty the wastewater tanks of the bus over the grates into the river because the bridges are graded. But there was a sightseeing boat going underneath the bus at the same time, and they got
August.
They got covered in shit.
It has its own Wikipedia page. The Dave Matthews Band Chicago River incident. Here we go. August 8th, 2004, almost 20 years ago now. A tour bus. This is how much people don't like this guy. It's been 20 years. going over the
20 years, it wasn't even him.
Yeah. A bus from his tour let the Blackwater tank out over the Kinsey Street Bridge onto the passenger sightseeing boat Chicago's
Go ahead.
Chicago's Little Lady.
Not Chicago's Little Lady. She ain't a lady no more.
It's sailing in the Chicago River below. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm looking for details.
Really?
Passenger boat Chicago's was hosting the 1 p.m. Chicago Architecture Foundation tour of the Chicago River.
Oh, no, really?
Yes. While passing under the bridge, the boat received the full contents of the tank on the seats of its open roof terrace. Roughly 2/3 of the 120 passengers of the boat were soaked.
Gross.
The boat immediately returned.
Why is it gross? You play the sound effect.
Hold on. The boat immediately returned to its docks, where all passengers were issued refunds.
Well, yeah.
According to the Illinois Attorney General, passengers aboard included persons with disabilities, an elderly, a pregnant woman, a small child, and an infant. The filing describes this. Also, the boat's deck was swabbed by its crew, and service was resumed for its scheduled 3 p.m. tour.
Oh, no.
It's a boat. You hose it off, you know?
Oh my God.
I think, like, all right, trying to add, like, oh, there was, like, elderly on there. It was an architectural tour. Of course there was. It wasn't like, oh, my God, it was a group of 50 raucous teens on spring break. Of course that's the, like, I'm sticking up for old DMB here. I don't, like, they got some shit on them. That was the bus driver's fault. The bus driver is independent of Dave and his band. Even on this one, I'm separating the behavior.
Yeah, and they called
individual.
They called it an incident, but not a crime. The police department first, and also this outside. The Dave Matthews Band donated $50,000 to the Chicago Park District, Friends of the Chicago River, and then paid $200,000 in settlement. And still to this day keeps a log of when its bus's septic tanks are emptied.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's not even responsible, and he's going above and beyond, in my opinion.
He planted a bunch of trees. He did a bunch of... but then, can we talk about his documented stage banter? At least at the Gorge one time, this article says, Dave isn't feeling chatty. His only stage banter about the joys of camping. Don't be afraid to fart in a sleeping bag.
You suck, Charlene. You're not going to give us that?
We've given her too much power.
Well, the real question is, did we ever have any?
That is... I just... I think about people dancing to this music and how they might dance and how it would upset me. Like, you know, like, there's like certain things that make people... I know somebody...
How do you feel about Mayor Daley?
They get sick about... some people get sick if they see like groupings of things. Like certain people have like these weird visceral reactions, like the opposite of ASMR. Like
if they see too many like grapes together or something like that.
Yeah, they gotta smell. Yeah. I think that's how I feel about all of Dave Matthews.
Well, I'd also like to say this. Mayor Richard M. Daley held a press conference in which he released the videotape as evidence. Calling it absolutely unacceptable, but that he believed the Dave Matthews Band to be a very good band. Oh, fuck. This might be the best episode we've ever done.
Oh,
Oh man,
Yeah.
I love it.
to the collars.
Yeah, if
Let's
you
go
want,
to the
Charlene.
callers.
Unless there's some article about a whoopee cushion you'd like us to read.
That's all Dave Matthews songs.
Oh, you're my little whoopee cushion. Hey, they put Judah Friedlander in a music video. Remember when he went around and hugged everyone in that?
No.
No, because I would turn off the videos as quick as they came on. I had to
Okay.
run away.
All right. Well, I like to see long-haired husky comedians working, and they did that for him. What was
We'll
that?
be back after these
After
messages.
this word from our sponsor, VPN. ExpressVPN.
They
Fuck.
have a name. They just go with concept.
Like you know everything about internet shit.
After this sponsor, shoes.
Hey, it
Yeah,
works
put 'em
for
on your
milk.
feet.
It works for milk. There's no name brand milk.
It's Big Milk.
Well, he's got a point.
He's the bass player for Dave Matthews Band.
Big milk. Oh.
We'll
We'll be right back with this word from our sponsor, ExpressVPN, the fastest one.
I'll tell you what, Shane, I use ExpressVPN because sometimes I travel overseas, even some countries where they don't like you looking at stuff, but you still want to look at stuff, but they won't let you look at the stuff on account of their internet is real restricted. That's where ExpressVPN comes into play. That's why, even when I'm at home, I never go online without it because I don't trust that incognito mode. Incognito, they're still just looking at it, Shane.
ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so your ISP can't see the sites you visit. ExpressVPN also keeps all of your information secure by encrypting 100% of your data, 100% with the most powerful encryption available. Most of the time, I don't even realize I have ExpressVPN on. It runs seamlessly in the background. It is so easy to use. All you have to do is tap one button and you're protected. ExpressVPN is available on all your devices, phones, computers, even your smart TV, so there's no excuse for you not to be using it.
Protect your online activity today with the VPN rated #1 by Business Insider. Visit our exclusive link, expressvpn.com/NAFT, and you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/NAFT. expressvpn.com/NAFT to learn more.
You look at weird stuff on the internet and you don't want anyone to know.
I look at what I want to look at.
You or me, buddy. Who wants to bring us back? This is our intro.
I don't know. Let's crash into each other. I literally only know that song and the other song.
The ants marching.
No,
It is the ants marching. It has to
the
be.
what would you say? What do you say?
What will you say? I say we go to the calls.
Okay.
Is that song called is that song called Ants Marching?
No, it isn't.
I don't know which one is which. But we're back. And guess what? It's
What?
time to get to our little kittens. Put a little saucer in the bowl for us again this week. Now, let's take it in, and then we'll relieve it into the litter box.
I'll say the colors this week came strong. They've got some really great descriptions of the Dave Matthews Band.
Let's hear him.
His voice sounds like a saxophone full of mayonnaise. Probably the third worst band ever. They named themselves after the lead singer and also the least talented out of the whole group. That's a bad idea. Also, he played at the college that I work at, and he was a complete asshole. Imagine that.
Ooh. It goes against the information we've gathered. Also, I read about the name. Apparently, it was not because it was indifference.
Yeah.
According to him, the band didn't know what to call themselves, so they went with that.
Oh,
You could have done better. Anyway,
yeah.
I do like
saxophone
saxophone.
full of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Here's another pretty
Mhm.
good description.
That's what I call a spent condom.
Ew. Why? Why?
Oh, shut up. You don't get to be grown up now.
Here's the next call.
Meow.
Matthews open up for Fish in probably 94, 95.
I didn't know you could go to hell twice.
Like 1,500 person theater. I don't remember anything about Dave Matthews, the most mediocre noodle band ever to exist. And in the 20 or 30 years since then, I don't think they've improved one bit. So, yeah, they suck.
Wow. Imagine going to a Fish concert and thinking the opening band is mediocre.
Hey, I am right there with you on that. And hey, I can't blame them for being on that bill, thinking that would make sense to their audience.
Yeah, thanks for your call, but wild priorities there.
Yeah. Hey, I love Chili's, but I really hate Applebee's is what I heard.
It's them Coke Pepsi fuckers.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, we have Pepsi. Get that shit out of here before I beat your kids in front of you. What the fuck? No, it's not. It's the same. You're wrong as a human. Next
Say
caller.
that to me again. Say that to me again.
Hi, my name is Casey. I'm calling in because I have some opinions on the Dave Matthews Band. I am 27. I'm more of a metalhead, so I'm probably a little bit biased when it comes to this. However, I have to say, not a huge fan of the band or the cult following behind it. They are just like slightly a step above people who listen to Jimmy Buffett and take it seriously. I think it's all right for boomers or people like my parents' age, good party music, but it seems to be people of my generation take the band so seriously, and I'm no good for judging them, but it is usually some frat guy wearing Sperry's boat loafers and has a crippling cocaine addiction, probably works in sales, and if you're asking me, that is the bane of my existence. I would rather go to hell than be stuck in a room full of those people. But those are just my 2 cents, and I hope you all have a good day. Bye.
I think she said it's the bane of her existence, but she said it fast, and I thought she said that's the band of ISIS. Also, if you want to imagine the terrorist organization ISIS also listening to Dave Matthews Band, if you need to make them more of a villain than they already are.
They both got baggy cargo pants, I'll tell you that.
They love a Toyota Tacoma. And camping. Dave Matthews Band fans, the same as ISIS? Not really, but close.
Brought to you by ExpressVPN.
No. This is like
we're going to retain another sponsor.
Hey, how do you think Osama bin Laden still had a bunch of anime titties on his laptop when they caught him in that cave? ExpressVPN. We don't want your money, corporate America. Also, her generation, she's 20 years younger than me. So they're still DMB. Still
I didn't know
strong.
that was the most surprising thing about that call is that people are still taking it in. Maybe they moved in that status of like, this is my dad's band, like the way Southerners love Skinner.
The Jimmy Buffett comparison.
Mm-hmm. She's
great.
great.
I didn't put that together. That is, and I
some great
secretly,
points.
the couple of Jimmy Buffett songs I know, I'm like, I could be about this.
I got VIP tickets to the Jimmy concert once. And so we sat in the second row. And so we were with all of the like super duper fans. There was a meet and greet, but I missed it somehow. But anyhow, those fans, like, I can't stand Jimmy Buffett's music, but that was one of the most funnest concerts I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah, just because they had so many, like there were parrots, there were cheeseburgers. I mean, they had all these props.
Having a good time.
They're having a
like
good time. Yeah, I can't be mad at it.
Middle-aged people with no financial woes.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and also, I went to a Margaritaville when I played the Albany Funny Bone.
Oh.
Not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There was in Margaritaville?
There's so many of them.
Or maybe it's Syracuse. It might be Syracuse, but they're up there.
I didn't see a Margaritaville.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, Chicago came in, obviously. Here's the first one of many.
Yeah, Chicago bro checking in. Fuck Dave Matthews Band. Fuck that bullshit. They shit in the river and they didn't want to clean it up. 800 pounds of shit in the Chicago River. They dumped it on a bridge, and I think it hit a bunch of people. So fuck Dave Matthews, fuck his dumb shit, fuck him, and all his bullshit. Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's not act like the Chicago River was the little tub of holy water you dipped your hand in before church. All right,
I think 800 pounds of shit is kind of a low dump day for the Chicago River.
Even if you're nearby and somebody splashes and it gets in your mouth, it's like something backed up out of an airport toilet. It's like it's not. But I appreciate your spirit. I felt the same way, buddy, until I had to read some of the details. But I want that guy to keep holding strong.
I mean, keep coming in.
Keep even if it has nothing to do with Chicago, I want your opinion on some stuff.
Yeah, I love the attitude. We're really going towards a Howard Stern Baba Booey face on this episode.
I don't have that one.
We want a lot of sound effects. Charlene doesn't have them yet, so she's going full Michael Winslow behind the boards.
She's gone full Winslow.
Oh my God! Let's not forget that thing that happened with his helicopter.
Oh no! Sorry.
She just opened a bunch of packing peanuts.
I mean, I'm really.
What was that?
I'm really sorry. I wasn't ready. I was thinking about the next thing, and then I realized I was on. And
I'm thinking about our next producer. All right, next call.
Hold on. Does anyone hear a phone ringing?
I don't have that. Ring, ring. Ring. I have so many things.
You think you say ring, ring?
It's the most literal Michael Winslow. Chopper, 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 chopper.
Train.
No, I quit. There's an emergency. I quit.
That is closer to the phone than what you did.
I'm leaving. I'm sorry. I meant this one. There's so many. Why you gotta call for something? Bring. Hello. Oh, look. It's the next caller.
I was at Kyle's taping of his Chicago special when Shane opened. Good time. So I live in Chicago, and when I commute to the office, I walk across the Kinsey Street Bridge, where real Dave fans will know that on August 8th, 2004, his tour bus dropped 800 pounds of human excrement onto an unsuspecting sightseeing tour boat. Now, how many poor decision makers had to be involved in that process? Like, no matter how you feel about a white man from South Africa who culturally appropriates funk music on his fucking shitty dorm room acoustic guitar, even if there were 20 people on that tour, that's 40 pounds of shit per person. Like, how many days does it take you to make?
Well, it's
40 pounds of shit,
way less
even
than
on
that.
Tour? So how many people's worth of shit had to be on that bus that they decided, yeah, we can drop this in one of the most densely populated neighborhoods in the entire country? Anyway, good topic.
Also, rule number one of being...
Man, that was the Fox News of, like, taking a fact and turning it around.
We do have to set some people straight on what happened here. Yeah.
Yeah. But great argument in the talking head pundit sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. God.
I mean, what I have an issue is that, I mean, anybody who's toured on a tour bus knows rule number one is you don't poop on the tour bus. So I don't even understand where the 800 pounds of poop came from.
Yeah. I would understand if nobody's listening at this point.
What? Why?
I don't know how they could turn it off.
You're saying that I'm going overboard?
Overboard!
To the water. I don't know.
This morning, you with that shirt and then the fart effects, it really is morning radio. It really is all the way
Our podcast has officially turned into a Spencer's Gifts.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, caller.
Next caller.
Please.
Okay.
Meow, meow. Dave Matthews
Fuck you,
is
man.
probably a decent musician, but his fans are so fucking obnoxious with their ultimate frisbee and their board shorts and their Coronas, and they're just like, hanging with Dave, man, that I can't even tolerate listening to whatever it is he's pumping out. Meow, meow.
I'll honestly,
None of those things are bad. It's just the way that people are doing it.
Corona sucks, but I don't mind.
Yeah.
I listen. There's. I keep looking at Ultimate Frisbee.
Of course you do.
Frisbee disc golf. It looks pretty fun. I haven't committed to it, but it looks like people are just out there having fun.
Okay.
We're talking about Dave Matthews. Oh man, you are making full transformation into Beaverton. Like you are so close.
I see them. They're out there having a good time. I hear all their beers clanking around in their backpack. I almost got hit by one of the frisbees out there in the mountain biking.
Okay, you're getting there. I like this for you as a move. That's what
I'm trying. Anyway, again, the fans ruining a band though. Understood.
It happens so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next one.
Hey, Shane and Kyle. I just was calling to talk about Dave Matthews Band, and although they are not my personal favorite, I believe that the Grateful Dead has just passed the torch to them as the band to follow all the time moving forward. So they are the millennial version of the Grateful Dead, in my opinion. Everyone deserves to be able to dance at a festival, and that they just really do it for some people. So not my scene, but good on them.
The essence of the show right there.
Yep.
That's
very much so.
If people are traveling to see the concert and you meet the same people year after year at the Gorge or wherever they're playing, and we play the Fest, and that's just some version of this. It's some version of this.
It's like, it's fun, and it's the exact same thing. You're going to be around a community of people who have an interest in a similar thing to you.
We all work in tech, but we're taking this weekend off, so we'll see you there.
Yeah. The only difference is with the Fest, they all have their own T-shirt company, but other than that, it's pretty much the same goddamn thing.
Not every band can make $14,000 a year. Gotta have a side hustle.
All right, let's get to our next litter member.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Sid. I'm calling from Overland Park, Kansas about the Dave Matthews Band. I have seen them 30 plus times and traveled around the U.S. to see them. I get a lot of crap from my friends, but it's to be expected. I think it's a unique experience and not quite a full jam band as Fish or Freeze or Mo, but each concert is always different, and I just think they're great, even though I get a lot of hate for it. Thanks. Love you guys both. Bye.
Oh, thank you, man.
I wonder if you made it this far into the show after you heard the first
What are you
saying?
When we post this next week, we need to do front-facing videos of hey, to the people who called and were positive about the Dave Matthews Band episode, thank you.
But I appreciate it. That guy was that's a strong character of everybody hates it, but I'm not going to be bothered by peer pressure. I have a good time when I go there. So
yeah, I did the same thing with the vaccine. I don't actually have it. He's like, I have a good time. He's 30 times is a fan. That's a fucking fan. That's not
I don't know if I've seen anybody or anything.
That's not a phase.
I don't
you know
think
what I mean?
I've seen either of you 30 times. That's so much, and I like you guys a lot, but
I think a week of Shane staying at your house, Charlene, is probably worth
30 Dave Matthews Band.
Okay.
1 month of Shane equals 30 30 Dave Matthews shows.
Yeah, because the people who get it are in heaven, and the people who don't are in hell, and I'm fine with it.
Every day sounds different.
I mean, I need to delete these.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Why?
These are making guest appearances for the length of the show is on the air.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Last caller. Here we go.
Last call. Let's hear it.
Hey, Kyle. Hey, Shane. Huge fan. Saw you guys in Chicago in 2019, I believe, just before Thanksgiving. Still, to this day, one of the best comedy shows I've ever seen.
Oh, it's the Talia Hall
I think
one.
Dave Matthews is great. I think Dave Matthews is someone that gets a lot of flack for having a fan base that can be annoying. I would put Jimmy Buffett in that category as well. But if you take a step back, I actually think he's a great musician, great songwriter. His band is amazing. Carter Beauford, in particular, one of the best drummers going today. He's also a good guy. He donates a ton to charity. Has always been very vocal about social causes. So you like Dave Matthews more than you realize. You just kind of hate his fans. He also is synonymous with making out in junior high and high school, depending on your age. And so, depending on how much you made out, you're either pro Dave or maybe anti Dave. Those are my 2 cents. Thanks, guys. Peace.
This guy nailed it.
He nailed it. Rachel,
nailed it.
Rachel told me when I'm we're doing Dave Matthews today. She's like, oh, one of her ex-boyfriends lost his virginity to a girl who made him listen to that song Crash over and over again while they did it.
Oh,
and I'm like, that's sexual assault.
That's pretty sad.
So I think it goes further than the making out thing. But I like what this guy. I like this guy. This guy. You summed it up, buddy.
Yeah. I'm going to say 2 things. The Crash, lose my virginity to that song. Woof. That's bad. That's really awful. 2, that is the second worst sex music story I've ever heard, and I'll share it off air with you guys.
Ooh.
About a friend of ours, and you're going to lose your fucking mind. 3, well, one of our friends told me he slept with another one of our friends, and that
names.
I like how your 2 things has a third.
Well, you're gonna like the third. That they just the other person made them just listen to whale sound noises.
What did he?
I had to. As far as sex music, I think I've been on record. I did Sickler's podcast about how I lost my virginity to a stripper who danced to the Jackal or to the Lumberjack by Jackal, which has a chainsaw solo in it. But then I did have another time. Where I
oh.
The first time you had sex, it sounded like someone was starting a lawnmower.
She danced to the song. But then I did, at one point in my life, have relations with a woman while Superman was on, and I did climax to the theme song of Superman. So I feel like that balanced it out.
And then you turned into Clark Kent again.
This got all over my glasses.
We should do an episode on sex soundtracks.
We should. I'm a lumberjack now, baby.
Oh, no.
God, I can't.
And I'd still listen to that over Dave Matthews
solo. Oh God, my fucking mouth hurts from that. Fuck.
It's been no accounting for taste.
I think we really lived up to our title today. Oh, man. Our thanks to our now and soon to be former sponsor, ExpressVPN. Oh, man.
Give it up to Char Dog.
Or as we call her, the Whoopee Queen. Follow us on the internet. He's Kyle Kinane. It's all Kyle Kinane thinks on the internet. For me, it's Shane Torres on the internet. Hey, make us one of those viral videos.
Follow us on the internet. We're Andy Rooney.
All right. He's Kyle Kinane. I'm Shane Torres. You can follow us on all the social media at those sites. Our thanks, as always, to the wonderful Charlene Shardog Connolly for producing the show. This has been a podcast, if you want to call it that, but really it's kind of sad. We'll see you next week.